So in this video, I want to show you how to install Blender on Linux while using an Intel Arc GPU, and the weirdness involved. I'm starting on the desktop of Kubuntu 24.04, but you can use any flavor of Ubuntu 24.04. I just prefer KDE and Kate. First, let's see what happens when you install Blender from your distro's package repository. I'll use Discover, but you can use any App Store GUI available with your distro. Most, if not all, distros have Blender in their software repos, but none that I know of, or tried, show the OneAPI tab in the Cycles Rendered Devices section of Blender Preferences, which you'll need to get Intel Arc to interface with Blender. So you have to get the executable that's bundled into a tarball on blender.org. Get any version you need. I use 4.1 in this case. I've tried down to version 3.3.0 LTS, and the OneAPI tab shows up down to that one. Extract the tarball to your desktop or any preferred directory. Open Blender, go to Edit, Preferences. Here's the OneAPI tab I told you about. It tells you what packages you need, either Intel-level-0-GPU or Intel-compute-runtime, and OneAPI level 0 loader. I actually found that I have to install both Intel-level-0-GPU and Intel-compute-runtime to be able to actually render. Oh, and package names vary by distro, fortunately. Not really. For Ubuntu and Ubuntu-based distros, you'll need to add access to the Universe repository to download the assortment of Intel GPU compute-related packages, since these packages are created and maintained by the community at large and not officially supported by Canonical. Because Ubuntu 24.04 is pretty new, its Universe package repo offers some pretty recent versions of the aforementioned packages. I don't know if the Ubuntu Universe repo maintainers will keep up though. More on alternatives in a moment. In Ubuntu 24.04 and its flavors, as well as future distros derived from 24.04, presumably, like Linux Mint 22, yeah, don't ask me about that. Install the libze-intel-gpu1, libze1, and intel-opencl-icd packages. For openSUSE systems, you'll be looking for lib_intel_gpu1 level-0 or level-0-devel for the level 0 loader, and intel-opencl for the Intel Compute Runtime package. See what I'm saying? Yeah, right. I've got some findings about how Arc and Blender coexist on other distros than Ubuntu, and I'll get to that in my next video. Okay, the moment of truth. Or one of many, maybe. Edit, Preferences. Ah, it's working. Let's run a demo render. Time to prove this unholy alliance of XE-HPG cores, Blender, and Kubuntu works. Weird stuff happens as far as output is concerned. The big issue for me was that I couldn't use the tilde for shorthand. I guess this might be because the executable doesn't know where it is on the file system or something. Though somehow, Blender found the OpenCL and level 0 packages, so I don't really know. But here's a showing this all works. Okay, now that this video's done, if you're interested, check out my next video where I talk about my experiences trying to run Arc and Blender on some different distros. See you there.